Beatrice issues incredibly lonely statement after reportedly confessing to Eugenie that everything is changing amid Andrew Fergie's exile. It's an anxious time. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, the channel where the truth behind palace walls comes to light, the mysteries of royal life unfold, and the stories you hear are the ones that the world can't stop talking about. If you love deep royal insights, gripping revelations, and stories that keep your heart racing from start to finish, then you're in the perfect place. Before we dive into today's powerful and emotional update, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our growing royal community, because trust me, you won't want to miss any of the breaking stories we have coming your way. Today's story is one that has royal watchers stunned. It is intimate, emotional, and undeniably real. Princess Beatrice, usually quiet, composed, and fiercely private, has made an incredibly lonely statement following reports that she recently confessed to her sister, Princess Eugenie, that everything is changing. And the timing of this confession is no coincidence. The storm surrounding Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson has grown heavier, darker, and more isolating. And the ripple effect is hitting the York sisters in ways few could have imagined. According to sources close to the family, Beatrice has been struggling with what insiders describe as a quiet heartbreak, a mixture of anxiety, confusion, and emotional exhaustion. For years, Beatrice has carried the burden of balancing her loyalty to her parents with her desire to distance herself from the controversies that continue to follow Prince Andrew and, increasingly, Sarah Ferguson. But now, with talk of Andrew and Fergie living in what some describe as a soft exile, Beatrice seems to be facing a reality she had hoped would never come, a total shift in the York family's place within the monarchy. Behind closed doors, Beatrice reportedly told Eugenie during a private sister-to-sister moment that she feels incredibly lonely navigating the situation. She reportedly confessed, "Everything is changing, and I don't know where we fit anymore." These are powerful words coming from a woman who has spent her entire life walking a delicate line, born royal but not working royal, ever present in the public eye but often excluded from the inner machinery of palace power. Beatrice's emotional admission comes at a time when the royal landscape is evolving at lightning speed. King Charles's slimmed-down monarchy is in full effect, and while duty remains at the forefront, the circle of active royals has never been smaller. With Andrew pushed out of public life and Fergie unofficially kept at arm's length, Beatrice and Eugenie find themselves in a strange, unfamiliar territory, too royal to be ignored, yet too linked to scandal to be embraced fully. It's the kind of internal conflict no one prepares you for, and it's beginning to take a toll. In her statement, Beatrice described feeling like she is standing between two worlds, and that sense of being torn is more apparent now than ever. On one hand, she's a dedicated mother, a committed professional, and a newly embraced figure among younger royal fans. On the other hand, she carries a last name, and a family history, that continues to attract headlines, scrutiny, and whispers. Insiders say this pressure has created moments where Beatrice feels isolated, overwhelmed, and unsure of her role moving forward. The exile of Andrew and Fergie has only intensified these emotions. Andrew, once a prominent royal figure, has now been nearly erased from public engagements. Fergie, though beloved by many, exists in her own separate sphere with only occasional glimpses into royal life. And for Beatrice, watching her parents navigate this public and private fallout has been heartbreaking. Sources reveal that she feels like she's watching her family slowly fade from the institution they once played a major part in. Her confession to Eugenie, raw and deeply personal, was reportedly met with warmth, understanding, and reassurance. The sisters have always been close, bound by loyalty and shared experiences that few in the world could truly relate to. But even with Eugenie's support, Beatrice cannot escape the shifting force of change happening around her. Everything from their public appearances to their private family gatherings feels different now, and Beatrice, for the first time in years, has spoken openly about how hard the adjustment has become. Insiders say that her message was not a cry for attention, but a moment of honesty, one that reveals how complex royal life truly is behind the scenes. It's easy to see the glitz, the gowns, the tiaras, and the smiles, but far less visible is the emotional weight that comes from being tied to one of the world's most scrutinized families. And for Beatrice, who has always tried to build a life of normalcy, the pressure of these changes has left her feeling more vulnerable than ever. What's even more compelling is how this emotional shift could impact the future. Will Beatrice and Eugenie step further into royal responsibilities to preserve their branch of the family? Or will they choose to live more independently, distancing themselves from Andrew's shadow? These questions have begun echoing among royal watchers, adding even more tension to an already delicate moment. The monarchy is evolving, and the York sisters are caught right in the heart of that transformation. Beatrice's statement closes with a sentiment that many found both heartbreaking and deeply human: it's an anxious time. Those 4 words sum up more than just her personal struggles, they reflect the mood of a family in transition. A monarchy redefining itself, and a royal daughter trying to find stability in a world that seems to shift beneath her feet with every passing month. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Princess Beatrice is standing at a crossroads. Her honesty, vulnerability, and quiet resilience are drawing more empathy from the public than ever before. And perhaps, in a strange way, this moment of loneliness may become the very thing that brings her closer to the people who have long admired her strength and grace. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles, where we bring you the stories the world can't stop talking about, with the depth and detail you won't find anywhere else. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and join us next time as we uncover yet another layer of royal life that's been hidden away from public view.